In this one, I'm going to use a useless piece of wild olive with a lot of cracks and wipes and resin, and then I'm going to use another piece of wild olive, and I'm going to do a plate. So what I'm going to do is a plate and a cup for a soft boiled egg. I'm surrounding the wood with a piece of plastic, see-through plastic, so I can see what's how the resin will flow in, and I'm going to put it in a bucket, so I will be sure that if it leaks, it doesn't destroy my pressure pot. This piece of wood I'm getting from a friend of mine by the name of Mervyn. Is the chairman of my club, and he's doing scoops, beautiful scoops, and that's the pieces of wood that he can't use because they useless, they voided and they got holes, so I'm using them. I'm putting it in a pressure pot, and the next day I'll take it out. That's left over that I had, I'm putting it in a different cup for another project or something. I don't throw anything away, you know that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the resin all the way to the wood, and I'll check if there is any voids, if there is any bubbles, if there is places that the resin didn't go into and I have to repair it, because if there is, I'll repair it now before I'll continue with the project. But this time it came out beautiful. No voids, no bubbles. Everywhere there is resin, was supposed to be resin, there is resin. I'm quite happy, and the color came exactly what I wanted. You saw here I'm marking the cup that I want to more or less do the shape of this thing, and then I cut it. But as I cut it, as I parted, I realized that I think it's a little bit too short, and it will be a problem when I'll put it into the chuck. And I decided I'm going to discard this piece. I'm going to use it for something else, maybe a bottle stopper or maybe something else. I don't know yet what. And I'm going to use the big stem that's left over, because this one has got enough space to do the design that I wanted. I don't know if you noticed, but only now when I've done the video I discovered that I've got 2 holes in my shirt, and that doesn't look so nice. And I hope my wife won't notice it, because if my wife would notice that I've done a video with a shirt that's got holes inside, I'll be in such a big trouble, like you cannot believe it. So I hope she doesn't notice that. I'm reversing the direction so I can look in and I see the shape that I'm making for the cup. I'm starting with the shape inside, and then I'll start moving on the outside on the shape. I'm using the mini black line tools. It's a very handy tool to use when you do small projects, and that's what I'm going to use on the whole project almost. I'm going to use the mini black line tools. I'm using the diamond shaped cutter as a detailing, and I can go with it a little bit deeper, and you have to be very careful working with it, because if you put a little bit too pressure, it will dig in very easy and the whole thing will come off. So you have to be very careful, very gentle, really gentle with it. That's the other piece. You can see it's got a hole in the middle. The side, there were places that it was burned from the fire. This came from a tree that was hit by a lightning and burned on the outside. I'm putting a piece of wood in the middle just to hold it down, and then I also can use it as a tenon. On this one, I'm using from 120 all the way to 600. After the 600, I'm going to use steel wool with a little bit of moist water or water, and I'm going to clean it up with it. And then when I'll finish with it, I'll go to Yorkshire grid, and after the Yorkshire grid, I'm going to do aubergine juice. I think the metallic blue, the pearl blue with olive, it's a brilliant combination. I like the combination of the colors. Let me know in your comments at the bottom after the video. Tell me if you like the combination of those colors. If you think the other colors will be even better than that, give me your opinion. I took it out from the pressure pot, and I'll start cleaning it up. I'll go all the way to the wood, and then I'll see if this one doesn't have any problem with voids or with bubbles, or so I can fix it. And after that, I'll start shaping the plate that I want to do. But when I looked at it now, I realized that it's quite thick, and the only way that I can get rid of it is just to use my tools and cut out the wood and the resin, and that will be pity and shame to do it, because then I'll lose a lot of good wood and a lot of good resin. So I will see what I'm going to do. It's just too much wood and too much resin to machine out. So maybe I'll dig it in, or maybe I'll do something. I'll see. Look how beautiful is this grain on this piece of wood. And remember, this piece of wood has got a crack in the middle, and on the outside was burned because it was hit by a lightning, and the tree caught a light. So this one also been saved from the fire. And what I'm doing now is I'm making a small watch it, what a mistake I made here. Boom, it flew away. I reversed it, and I used the diamond, and I digged it too deep in, and as I said, when it catches, and it fly, and he flew, hit the light on top, broke one of the lights. I had to fix it, and this indentation is going to be to hold it, and going to be a recess, so I can turn it around and use it as a recess. It will be the base of the project, and it will be a recess. But look how beautiful the grain is. So I can't just, my heart doesn't allow me just to machine everything down. So I decided that after I clean it, I'll part it half in the middle, and we'll see how it looks like. The same thing, 180 all the way to 600, steel wool, Yorkshire grid, Obi shine juice, and the only thing that I'm afraid is when I'll part it in half, that it will not get a catch, and it will fly away, and it will break, and it will get damaged, and it will be difficult to repair it, and I'll be in trouble. But I could not just throw away half of this wood. I added the light to shine into the groove so I can see how thick it's the piece that's left over, so I can stop on time the cutting. But another piece for another project, maybe I'll do another plate or something. But the wood is nice and the resin is nice, so I'm happy I saved it. Now I start shaping the plate. That will be the place where the cup sits in, and then I'll do a roundish groove in the middle, so that will be the place where you put the shells and your slices of bread. Look how beautiful the grain is on this wood. Unbelievable. Obi shine juice, and it works very nice with wild olive. All the time I said that, but I'm all the time amazed again how beautiful it looks like. Time for my logo, and then the video that how it looks like. You will see that in this video I also got an egg made out of resin. I had some resin left over in a cup and I turned it quickly to an egg. So tell me, what do you think? Do you like this project? If you do like this project, don't forget, of course, to subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel. Thumbs up or thumbs down. And the most important thing, don't forget to put some remarks and comments at the bottom. And I will see you in my next video.